We are the DEACERO Group. With more than 50 years of market experience and over 6,200 employees worldwide, DEACERO is one of the largest integrated steel manufacturers of long steel products in North America. Our mills, fabrication plants, and highly skilled workforce produce over 53 plus branded mesh, wire, and rope products for use around the world. We are the DEACERO Group. Excellence in quality. With our brand new state-of-the-art mill in Ramos Arizpe now online, we are pleased to include merchant bars, beams, and shapes in our product portfolio, as well as additional production capacity for wire. As one of the most modern steel bar mills in America, the Ramos Arizpe plant features the latest and eco-friendly proprietary steel-making technology that reflects DEACERO's long history of dedication to innovation. The plant produces quality products reliably, efficiently, safely, and in accordance with our sustainability initiative. We are committed to sustainable growth that mutually benefits our customers, company, the environment, and the local communities in which we operate. Accordingly, we have expanded our manufacturing capabilities in the United States by adding 700 local employees for the fabrication of wire and rope products. To optimize product delivery, there are several distribution centers in the U.S. As an integrated recycled steel manufacturer, DEACERO exercises tight quality control throughout the entire manufacturing and fabrication process. DEACERO has the capacity to produce 3 million tons of liquid steel a year from 100% recycled steel, which we use to manufacture the highest quality products on the market today. It all begins in the scrapyard of the steel mill. Here, we select the proper scrap metal to be used and place it in special containers on tracks that take the scrap to the production area of the mill. Once there, the scrap container is lifted and transported by an overhead crane until finally its contents are emptied into the melting furnace. The electric arc melting furnace has large electrodes made mainly from graphite that heat the scrap metal to a temperature of 3,500 degrees Celsius. A collection pot placed beneath the melting furnace receives the molten metal from the furnace. This pot automatically turns sideways to drain off the slag. Slag is everything but the molten steel, such as plastic, rubber, and other compounds that were not completely removed from the original scrap metal. The pot then turns on its other side to empty the molten steel into a separate pot. The pot of molten steel is then transported to a refining furnace. The refining furnace has only a few small graphite electrodes which position themselves around the pot and reheat the steel to about 1,600 degrees Celsius. During the refining process, a highly trained operator takes a sample of the steel using a capsule. The capsule is allowed to cool and then sent to a quality control laboratory that analyzes the sample and assesses its properties. If necessary, a quality control engineer will add additional alloy to the steel so that it meets the required specifications and quality standards. Once refined, the molten steel goes through a casting and cooling process to form steel billets. These billets move along a transfer bed, where they are cut by an automated blowtorch into metered lengths as specified by the plant. Next, they pass along a cooling bed, after which they are stored, ready to be shaped and formed into product. On their journey to being finished product, billets are first heated in a special furnace to soften them for the hot rolling process. Intense roller pressure makes the billets round, reduces their diameters, and increases their length. After this rolling process, the billets are water-cooled to maintain their shape. This process of heating, rolling, and cooling is repeated until a proper diameter is obtained that meets required specifications. two processes immediately follow: wire rod and rebar processing. Wire rod processing begins when the wire rod passes through a cooling chamber, where it advances on rollers and is air-cooled to a moderate temperature. Next, it passes to a coiling device where it is collected. The collected wire rod passes to the compactor, where it is automatically compressed and rolled into its final product dimensions. From here, it is taken to the storage yard, where it will ultimately be sold or made into other finished wire products. The second process, rebar processing, begins in the last step of rolling. The rebar are sent directly to a cutter, where they are cut red hot and placed in a cooling bed until they are completely cooled. From the cooling bed, the cold rebar are sent to another cutter, where they are cut to specified dimensions, and then passed to the collecting and bundling machine. Once bundled, they pass to the storage yard, where a crane deposits them in the warehouse until sold. Using industrial wire produced at our mills, our Washington Wire Rope plant in Houston, Texas, fabricates wire rope for our customers in the United States. First, the wire is pre-formed and rolled onto special compacted spools that fit the stranding machine. At this stage, pre-stranding tests are conducted, including galvanization and corrosion resistance, breaking strength resistance, and wire torsion. The specified wire rolls for a customer's rope product are carefully checked and verified before being sent to the stranding machine. After stranding, each completed strand is tested for tensile strength. The rolls of strands then go to the closing machine, where they are helically wound around the customer's specified core to form the finished wire rope. Finally, only after additional quality checks do we ship the finished wire rope to our U.S. customers. Customers always have direct access to our highly trained wire rope specialists at Washington Wire Rope for advice and support. Be assured, we follow your specifications to the letter so that you receive the exact wire rope product you expect. At DEACERO, we are dedicated to the manufacture of only the highest quality products. DEACERO, excellence in quality.